Alright, I think we're all set. There we go. Howdy, Xavier. Remember, check out the crystal darts at some point? Yeah, let's make sure to remind me before we close down. Though, to be honest, I might remember just because we don't have... Oh my god, this stupid thing. Please, rain, rain, go away, come back, never again. There we go. I could have swore I had the shots for this, but you know what? What do I know? There we go. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to put it up on... There we go. Higher LODs. Yeah, that's better. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. There we go. It's amazing that isn't a cave, chat. It really is amazing. That isn't a cave. Like, how does that work? I literally beat the new Metroidvania I started when I got the notification for this stream. It was another very good one. I'm glad to hear that. Like you said, you've been on a roll with those lately, so... Not too surprising. Had a sort of Dark World mechanic, which is always my favorite. You mean like where you can like change the world state like on a click of a button, and it like sort of changes out like the layout and helps like diversify puzzles? That's cool. Gosh, I don't know. I'm not happy with any of these angles, chat. Let's do this for now. There we go. Nothing really I want to point out here, right? I know my character's there, I just want to do a test. Nah, I can't get a good angle. This is actually not bad, though. Yeah, so let's just get our... Let's get our MC out of the way. Good old barbarian man. I think I liked standard lighting, right? Yeah. What do you think, chat? I think this works. What are we looking for in this stream? We're finishing up the Liurnian War grave shots that we want. So we got this for what I talked about last stream about the idea that you have the Erdtree Kingdom coming here to the gates. They're hitting on the gates. Obviously, there's a lot of death and stuff, so you get lots of burials and things happening here. Of course, they ultimately get repulsed from the gates. And then they get pushed back, and we have the Church of Radigan here, we have the Sword Monument here, and we have this Graves here, which again tells us that there was another major battle, like, around here-ish. In fact, I think we have the shots we want now. Let's go grab those. Oh, for a second I thought that was the night cavalry. I was like, wait, isn't it daytime? Yeah, it is. I'm just stupid. Make sure I'm far and away from anything relevant. Beautiful. So we got our highway. Beautiful. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Oh! Pause. Let's lock this and check out other times a day, see if we get something better. This might be the superior option. I don't know, I'll take the shot. Ah, the statue's not here. Okay. There we go. Solved that problem real quick, didn't we? Yeah, so I really like these shots, chat. That may be tooting my own horn a bit, but I'm really liking these shots. There we go. Help get the sword monument in the background to stand out. Loki's just so big brain. Thanks, I am. They're so big, these knights on horses, I agree. Chat, Loki's not happy. Am I not happy? Well, you had to go through specific portals throughout the world, but yeah, basically. That's awesome. It's always cool to see those types of, like, alternate world mechanics get implemented. They can be very creative and neat. That's one of the big upsides to Lords of the Fallen, right? That it does something like that. Dem are some pretty pictures, yep. And they're excellent resources for people who may not quite remember how the game world lays out, which is why we do them. Yeah, I'm gonna do this right before we hit the 1 o'clock mark. Okay, that'll cover that. Alright, so that covers the last of the first Lyrian 4 shots. I think, right? I don't need. I have shots of the actual church, which we're going to be saving for the pilgrimage stuff, like I talked about on Twitter. Not using the new name. Hey, Andy, good to see you. I thought you were playing Ashley and Andrew. No. We're just taking shots of graves, not the Graves siblings. Or who knows? Maybe one of these are Ashley and Andrew. You never know. Someone do art of like Ashley and Andrew adventuring in the lands between. Oh my god, that'd be so hilarious. Andrew! What is it, Ashley? Gosh, I kind of want to see Andrew and Ashley's reaction to meeting Godric. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Ashley! Okay, we're trying to avoid getting hunted here. Do you understand? Yeah, but like, would it be like totally fine if we just like lay low in like the artist shack or something? So these are screenshots for the Lyrian War? Yep. Anything else I want here? Nope. Actually, isn't there like a bug thing that has the giant hunt Ash of War? That stream title though, Loki cooked, yep. Do you have an explanation for why big flowers are spread out through Bellum Church? Oh, are they? I didn't actually notice that. Let me check. Or do you get Giant Hunt from a Knight Cavalry right now? I actually don't remember where you get the Giant Hunt. Maybe it's from the Knight Cavalry. Alright. Oh my god, the higher LOD, it's making me... There we go. So you have the the smaller flower species here. Oh no, we do have a little bit of the big flower species too. A little bit, but we do have it. If I had to guess, just off first impression, it's because this church is the beginning of the pilgrimage site, right? So you have all this added fanfare being put here to showcase its importance, right? Because again, you would travel here, then take this highway route to get onto the main highway, right? And then you would travel through here, down here, through here, all the way over into Stormhill, all the way down here, take the route through here, all the way here, do here. Then you would take your you would finally divert yourself from the highway, to take the dirt road over here, across the bridge here, and then all the way up to the Church of Pilgrimage, right? And you've now completed your pilgrimage. So, if I had to guess, this was the idea to kind of like, you know, you're setting off on your journey. It's this big, glorious, wabam. Apparently, it used to drop from a random troll before the 1.03 update. I wonder which was that random troll. Honestly, it's probably better that they moved it, because it doesn't make sense for why the troll would have it. Because it's about hunting giants. It's clearly a skill designed for hunting giants, not for use by giants to hunt. So, hey, Sayang, I am. Morning. Drop by Night Cavalry, good to know. Okay, then I don't have to worry about getting any shots for that. Elden Ring times 10 speed. Ah, how rude! It's only times 5, thank you. They don't let me go to times 10 speed. Anyway, cool detail, Xavier. Thanks for reminding me that this is a thing. In fact, let's get shots of this while I can. The best part is, I bet you I already have shots of this, I just don't remember. Because that's me. You guys come to me for lore. Oh, not even. Oh. Okay, no, it did take the shots. It was delayed for some reason. Okay, sure, whatever you say, game. People left a gold flower before they left, or just impressive decoration? I think the latter. I think the idea was just to kind of, I think it's the developers are trying to highlight how important the church was by showcasing that they put extra effort in sort of having the flowers not just be around where the blessings would be performed, right, with the cups, right, but around like the entire church, because it's this big important thing for a major pilgrimage site, right? And it's kind of like, okay, you're setting off on your journey. You want to be set off with, you know, like a light heart, right? You want to feel very excited, and I think this was their way of kind of portraying that. Oh yeah, fundamentalists really get hyped for starting this journey. I think there are 1 or 2 other churches with big golden flowers spread out that aren't in the mountains. Let's double check them then, because I'm here anyway. So I don't think Church of Inhibition was one. I know the small flowers are at the Third Church of America. I don't remember if the big flowers are though. Not here. Yeah, Third Church of America I have shots of, so this should be simple. There really aren't that many churches in America when you think about it. Yeah, small flowers, small flowers, small flowers. Yeah, just a lot of small flowers that spreads beyond the church, right? And this is because this was an experiment place, right? This is where the whole thing with the elixir flasks thing was being done. Obviously, at the blessings thing, it's a very large church, which sort of tells you it was used as kind of like a facility similar to the church over on Altus. Yeah, the Minor Tree Church here, right? So yeah, very similar stuff. I know one is the Church of Vows, obviously. Yeah, Church of Vows makes sense. Again, very important place because it's about the union of the moon and sun. Hence, you have the blue flowers and the golden flowers put together. Church of Pilgrimage, I don't think has this. Maybe the Kalu Baptismal Church does. Yeah, no, this is normal. This one's normal. Again, you have all the flower top graves, because this is where the Erdtree faithful were buried by and large. So again, it's trying to showcase that. Because again, it's all about the fundamentalists who couldn't complete the pilgrimage. We go from here. Actually, no, I should have gone from up the mountain. Who cares? It's times 5 speed. Yeah, no more flowers. Nope, normal stuff here too. Nice, this is where the pagans of this village got baptized. Baptized with drops of gold. do. I don't think Church of the Plague just has the Nicola stuff, right? What's different about Church of Vows? Church of Vows is another big church, but it's done in a slightly different style. It uses assets that are also used for the Moonlight Altar Church. Yeah, these are just the normal things. I do find it interesting how the big flowers survive, the small flowers survive here. Alright, Fourth Church America. Yeah, again, nothing too unusual here. And then, Church of Erith. More grades! Okay, standard. Yeah, nothing else we have to showcase here. Stormcaller Church. I don't recall there being anything special there either, but again, worth checking out. Maybe because it's Melania brand, Rock Gold can survive far away from main blast or something. Might also just be because it is so high up. Might just be that it's not as serious there. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to take that. Go this way, and this way, and that way, and over here away, and that way, and over here, and again, typical stuff, blood roses, all the whole shebang. Oh, that's right, we need to switch to another character and make sure I get those blood roses, for Church of, no, for, the Flaming Frenzy Village, or whatever it's called. Stormcaller. I think there are small flowers around the minor trees. Yes, there are. I don't think any of them have the big flowers, though, just the small ones. Which, again, is fine. Ow. Battle. Get this, get this. Area has lots of small flowers throughout it. Oh my god, that actually is consistent with what we saw at the Third America Church of it being used for experiments and stuff. You know what? I regret not having this in my Twitter post now, Xavier, now that you're highlighting this for me. Let's get shots of this. Yeah, trying to do that without... Trying to do that without having too many fading flowers appear in there. I think this is good. Yep, there we go. Where's my character again? Outside the church, so we're safe. Safe! I think there are small flowers around the mine, but there wasn't small flowers around the phantom tree. You mean the rot phantom tree, right? Yeah. But that could be because it's an immature, Could be because it's an immature phantom tree. Right, so it's like just starting to grow. Because we have to think about it. The small flowers are growing around big tree, right? So I think that's different. I definitely think that can be labeled as different. Alright, Rampartish sign. We got that, we got that, we got that. Windmill Village, Hermit Shack. Yeah, nothing else really. Let's double check here because I can't remember. I remember there being lots of flowers outside of the church. I don't remember if it's inside the church though too. Yeah, it is. Okay. I already have shots of all that. I have to double check and see if I'm going to be mentioning. Actually, I am going to definitely mention this stuff because I have to mention the flower thing. I have to mention it for the Third Church of America for sure, and here. So yeah, I'm probably going to mention it in my Crucible's End thing because Stormcaller is not going to be mentioned for a while. Yeah, so that's cool. Might just be variety, but I think there are several textures for the golden flowers, if I recall correctly. I'll have to double check sometime. I'm not so sure about that. I think it just depends on the lighting and stuff. They can look different, but yeah, feel free to double check if you can confirm that one way or the other. That'd be great. Let's see. Duso churches there. Again, we don't care about the snow-covered churches. Like, they follow different rule sets, so that's it for the major churches then, right? Yeah. Second, Stormcaller. Flower gives more lore than soldier placement. Unironically, yes. Generally, like, the thing with Elden Ring is because it's such a big open world, a lot of enemy placement can be very generic, and yes, it's there to tell a story, but it's oftentimes an inconsequential narrative, right? Like, there's nothing too big about having, like, okay, you have some wolves here, and they're listening to Big Wolf as he's here, right? Like, sure, there's some narrative storytelling there, telling you about how this is the big alpha wolf and stuff, and you have multiple examples of this throughout the game. But I can just say that as a broad descriptor. No one needs me to go through every example that you see throughout the game, because there's just so many, and it's just so pointless for such a small detail, right? Like, I don't need to highlight that specific Altus Plateau patch. And that's sort of the thing with a lot of enemy placements in this game. It's just sort of like, oh, look, there's some soldiers resting on the side of the road. They're part of Morgoth's faction in Altus. What a shocker, right? Like, there isn't too much in terms of narrative that we need to sit through. Flower, grass, and pebble lore are best lore. Yes, yes. I was wondering if there might be something happening at this shack, but no, I think it's supposed to be your typical mortician shack. That obviously... Oh, it's already nighttime. Let's solve that problem. Okay, so... There's no churches over here, right? Yeah, no. No, I have what I want from Volcano Manor. Where do we get the finger weapon? It's from the hero's grave here, right? Or is that hero's grave? Somewhere around here, isn't it? Have I not been there on this character? I guess I haven't. Let's fix that. Flower base versus soldier cringe. The Chad flower versus the virgin soldier. Wow, it still doesn't work, huh? Okay. I like how the animation is so much faster than the actual howling. I'm gonna go in here very quickly, so I want to make sure we get shots of this. Just so that way I can never say, oh, I completely I completely messed up. It's like, no, you did not. Do, do, do. Alright, I think we need to put on LOD, higher LOD, yeah. Higher LODs for this one. Barbarian Wit was so busy playing Kingsfield 4. I don't remember this. I do not remember this development. I checked the picture I posted a long time ago. I think sunflowers are more shiny for some reason. The texture becomes a lower quality in consequence, and that's it. Yeah, I think certain lightings just do that. I don't know what exactly is the principle, because again, I'm not a graphics person, but... I'm not a graphic artist or anything, but... I feel like I've seen this used somewhere before besides the hero graves, but I can't remember where. I can't remember if it's like some Karian thing or what. We are here. I forget, is there an illusory wall here? Nope. Okay. Okay, we're safe then. Nothing special to say about this stuff. Again, we can take these shots another time. I just want to quickly explore, make sure there's no details I'm forgetting about the finger thing. I'll take a shot of this, though, because it's a pain in my ass, and I know that I might forget to take a shot of this in the future. Just for the purposes of killing this thing fast enough. Actually, can you even kill them in this case? Actually, I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't remember what's in this chest. That is a problem. Fine, we'll take these shots. I'm here, may as well. It's normal fire instead of red fire, like in Volcano Manor. And this is why I hate this area. I guess this was built pre-Rykard then. Yeah, it was 100%. This was built, this hero's grave is from... It may have been used by Rykard during the current Shattering conflict, but it was definitely built way back when the first event with the Serpent happened, during the whole Glowmite Queen stuff. fell to my death. Yeah, I'm doing this some other time. This is too annoying. I can't be bothered. If there's something like special about here that I wanted to look at, we'll look at it another time. Be glad they nerfed the chariot damage, so it just kills you in 2 hits. Oh wow, I feel so loved by developers and my eternal gratitude, truly. Yeah, we know the typical stuff here. Still not sure what the whole cannibalism thing going on here is about. They're so desperate they're eating some of their own because of the battlefield to foreshadow Rykard? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the narrative purpose that's supposed to serve. We have the small flowers here, surprisingly enough. Curiously, curiouser. Yeah, typical stuff here, typical stuff there. I'm trying to think now. I think we're done with the Liurnian War stuff, so I think I'll just do the Golem stuff and we'll head off. I'm trying to think of potentially for other analyses things I would want, but I don't think I really care. You know what? I kind of care about the graveyard. And I care about the blood roses, so let's get on Shishinki first. It is something to look into along with the buds growing around. Let's get the shots of Adon while I'm here. Alright, so everything's normal here. There we go. He does use the Giant's Catalyst. That's good to know. I can't remember if I wrote that in my analysis or not. Not sure if I like that. I guess. get shots of it, but I don't like it. Go. Wait, is there a great combustion in Elden Ring that uses that sigil? I thought there was just the normal combustion that doesn't have any sigil. Am I misremembering? Oh, I just noticed Liurny has clovers. Oh, does it? I'm assuming the flowering vines in Liurny didn't amount to anything. Yeah, nothing so far. I wonder if the clovers are important because I've seen them in a few random caves as well, but they did bother making a yellow variant for the Chapel of Anticipation. It could be. Again, it just depends on what the total evidence is and what we can derive from the pattern. 1 second while I try to... Come on. There we go. Oh my god, it won't let me shrink this? That sucks. Alright. Again, I'm doing my damnedest to make this NPC look cool. Alright, I think it's enough shots. I think that's enough shots from him. There we go. Sure, Snake America. What's it matter? That's a chargeable version that's Fire Giant related. It's called O-Fling. Gotcha. So there is a better version essentially. Alright, let's go get the blood roses. I am told us that they were here, so let's find them and get them. To kind of highlight the massacre that America had to deal with. Again, don't loot anything, just be very cautious and look around. No, these aren't blood roses. No, not here. Nope, not these. It's always possible I looted them already, so I'm missing them, but I don't think I would. Not with this character, at least. How do I use a flail? None of the monks use a flail. Probably for variety, if they want to have some enemy use a flail. Who knows? Maybe there's some association between feeds and flails that I don't know about. No, that's just berries. What's difficult is from a distance I can't tell the difference between the eyes and the roses. Yeah, it's possible that I just like mistook what I was saying. I thought those were the roses when they're actually just these eyes in yellow. Especially because they're all colored red here. Yeah, I don't see them, so... Yeah, unless someone else can verify that these are in fact here, and I just must have like looted them all with this character, which I don't know why I would. I'm gonna assume they're not. That was just a mistake. Honest mistakes, they happen. Oh, for a second I thought that was a crumbling ruins piece. I was like, well, what? What's a ruins fragment doing here? Yeah, I know. Good old like always a pain in my ass. This is supposed to be responding to a different message I talked about the roads a bit earlier. Oh, I guess that's true too then. I don't recall seeing that, so maybe I misunderstood the context of what you were saying. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, return to your world, bud. Alright, so that saves me the trouble of having to grab those shots. It's not like there's some outside the village I can use, right? Not that I see. You have nothing, okay. We all thought, Loki. Well, yes, we all do think. I would hope so. Let's see. Where it was just that stuff with this character, so I think we can move on. Do I have any of the stuff to short circuit the golems? I do not. I think we should do this on my sorcerer here. Let us go! Yeah. Got the hawks. Got the lion. Yeah, added those. Anything else in this room I care about? In case I like this shot better. Oh no, the astrologer drip is mid. Shut up! We all know this is peak. Haters gonna hate. I didn't realize these guys were hanging. That's cool. Alright. Do I want shots in the fingers? I don't think so. I think those are purely a right card thing. Yeah, I'm gonna assume they're just a right card thing for now. Maybe I'm wrong and I'll realize it later, but for now, let's focus on right card. We'll get the ones over here. Hey, Night Scout. What's the reason to take photos of right card's dining table this stream? I just wanted to take a reshoot just in case I like that shot better than my last shot of the hawks and lion imagery. You had some good shots of it in the Erdtree's beginning article. Yeah, I just wanted to have do a quick reshoot just in case. Because last time I did in like 2 shots, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should just do it in the 1. Maybe if I just get some lighting with the lamp, it'll be better. But we'll see. I'll look at it myself and validate. I try to make it so I don't have to show too many shots of things, especially because these galleries with Elden Ring are getting to be like almost 20 like images long sometimes. And it's like, goodness me, sifting through a gallery after every paragraph. What hell? Yeah, nothing here. Let's look down here. Just get the shots of those guys real quick. What's a good one, actually? Now I hate it. I hate it. That's a future Loki problem. Yep, that's a future Loki problem. Also, I double-checked that article. While you compared the America top gravestone and flat top gravestone, there wasn't a side-by-side for the non-America pattern at the top. The non-America pattern. No, it should be there. Let me double-check for you right now, Night Scout. There should be very specifically an image where I show a cutaway to compare the two. Trees beginning. I should say, flower. Flower depicting the gold, thereby representing the tree. Wait, are we talking Trees beginning? Cause maybe it's in Altus instead. No, I think it should be here, right? I feel like I'm going crazy now. Okay, so yeah, we talked about the graves here, so. There you go, half flower ornamenting the top. Yeah, it's right here. It's the fourth image of the gallery. This distinctive asset is reused from Dark Souls 3, like many others, except with the half flower ornamenting the top removed. Yeah. So yeah, I have a side-by-side comparison here, right there. You can see it. Flat top and then flower top, right there. Again, fourth image in that gallery. Shot of a golden skeleton earlier in the article did have such a gravestone front and center. I don't know what you're talking about for that gravestone. What? This golden skeleton? That doesn't sound right to me. Let's look. No, these are just the normal skeletal stuff. I don't care about that. Yeah, no. None of those graves are here. Yeah, no, Night Scout, I think you fundamentally misunderstand what I'm talking about when I talk about flower top graves versus flat top graves. Again, go back to that article, you'll find it. Let me find the exact thing for you to Control F. There we go. Actually, no, just type in Dark Souls 3 with, again, the triple I for 3, and you'll get to the exact paragraph. It's the fourth image in that gallery. So yeah, it's there. No, look, I mean, there are lots of gravestones that aren't flat top but have a non-America image atop of them. Yeah, we don't care about those. Okay, so as long as you understand what I'm talking about, that's fine. But no, I don't have a... We don't pay attention to those, because those are just generic. They're used everywhere, with not any specific intention. Again, it's purely a comparison of, is there this flat top grave, or is the flower top version of it? And it only matters when they are actually present. All the other graves, we don't care about. Take my hand. God, who says that? That's from a fighting game, I know. Take my hand. Like, I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking of a sensual character, but I have no idea who that'd be. Let's see. Finger boys. Let's get him at the Carian Study Hall tool. You know, on the place where you fight the golem on the bridge in Lingdell, I never noticed the orange roots, just the orange plants. Place where you fight the golem on the bridge in Lingdell. The bridge of Lingdell? Do you mean the golem's here? At this bridge? Or is there another bridge I'm misremembering? No, it can't be this one, can't be that one. I don't think there's one here. Why not care about them? They're another example of a non-America grave in different non-Golden Order cultures, because they're used generically. They don't indicate anything specific. Again, for the most part, the graves don't matter. It's only those two graves being used in very specific fashion. in what one gets used in specifically in the context around America churches, another place where we can say, okay, these are where the faithful are buried. And then the other one, the flat top version, is usually used in context where we can say, okay, these are where the quote unquote non-America faithful are buried. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. You could say they're ambiguous graves. There's no way to discern either or, because they're never used in any way where it's like, okay, they're only used in this or only used in that. That's the point. That's the purpose of my observation for the article. And that is something that proves consistent as you analyze them in the different areas across the lands between. Again, glowstone potentially for the win. Yeah, I actually think glowstone is for the win here. If America's Faith has a specific gravestone decoration, then there really be a generic grave that could be for Golden Order burial? Yeah, sure, why not? Again, they're only being used in specific context of it. It's an observation, Night Scout. It's not saying, oh, if it's America Faithful burial, it has to use this gravestone. They're going to use whatever gravestones they want for variety. But what we see is that among that variety, there are two gravestones which are used in two very specific contexts. And they are a Dark Souls 3 Cathedral of the Deep asset, which one has been reskinned to lose the flower top version. It's very obvious why, because the flower is used with nature imagery to tie into the Golden Order, we'll call it, or the Erdtree Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, and their burials there specifically, for Erdtree burial, I should say. And then the flat top version is getting used where it's like, okay, maybe they're doing the Erdtree burial, but they're not necessarily part of the America Faithful camp, per se. This would be, say, Rhea Lucaria. This would be, say, that graveyard in the quote-unquote, as I call it, pagan quarter in Lanedell. This would be, say, the Mourncastle graveyard. You have one flat-top grave back here. That would be, say, if I remember correctly, yeah, back here with Godric's people. There's stuff there, right? And then you have, like, others where it's like, okay, all the other grave posts, they just get used and interspersed and intermixed interchangeably. They're just there in order to make sure that you don't have to look at the same gravestones again and again and again and again, copy-pasted in the exact same way every time. That seems to be the general trend. That's why I say, again, the other gravestones just don't matter. We only care if we see the flat top or the flower top, because that tells us, oh, the developers are trying to convey something specific to us with these two particular graves. Otherwise, I guess they're just saying, hey, you can figure it out for yourself. It shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, no more of these guys, so that should be fine. And then we'll go to Caria Manor. It seems like there's the America culture, then the other marker, and the flat top graves would be the generic. You're going to have to then extrapolate why you would say that, because again, I pointed out why the flat top grave is used, and you could argue the flat top grave is quote-unquote generic if you want to use it for non-America faithful, because that's a broad category. But again, it's always used to mark that specific thing instead of just saying America faithful. Whereas the others, it can be used for either or, right? Again, the other graves, we don't matter because they're ambiguous. It doesn't matter. They could be used to indicate the burial of America faithful. They could be used to indicate not. We see them in both contexts. It really doesn't matter then which graves we see there, as long as it's not those still. That's where we're given very specific indications of what and when. Or I should say what and what for. Alright. I don't know how I feel about this one, chat. I think this will be fun. could Miyazaki mean by dis? Generic because it has the least detail of any culture, but that's not true. If it tells you, okay, these people are not following the mainstream America religion, that's a pretty specific detail versus, say, the other grays where it's like, it could be either or. So yeah, I wouldn't call those generic by comparison. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna reset all this. Yeah, I want to take a shot there by that door. That might be a better shot than the one I took previously. Let's reset this just to be safe. Remember to check out the crystal darts? I will do that in a second, Xavier, and then we'll head off. I just wanted to get this done because I'm like, you know what? I might be bringing this up sooner or later, depending on how fast Crucible's End gets done. Because the thing is, I need to talk about Crucible's End and Aohede before I can talk about the Fringe Folk Rebellion. Just because I know that's going to be a huge question if I just throw that statement out there. So it's like, I want to explain the theory first. Want to explain the position. You know, looking at these things just is creepy. I'm just coming to accept that. These things are just creepy. There we go. I don't know. These are fun. That's fine. We got some shot options. Alright, so let's do golem stuff. First, let me put here golem darts. I don't really use this thing that much anymore, so for the time being, let's switch it out. I have to have at least some of these things, right? Crystal darts, crystal darts. Would I even recognize them if I saw them? That's the problem. Oh, do I have to craft them? Can I even craft them? Crystal dart, here we go. Alright. Let's go to baby's first catacomb. I hope this has been worth the wait. I mean, if nothing else, I'll have the shots so if I ever need them in the future. They exist. We're gonna turn off game speed. Really? Come on, baby. Get into the light. Yeah, good little goal. Are you fucking kidding me? I like how it has a bubbling noise. Like it's a poison dart. I find that funny. There we go. My man! My man just accepted that crystal like a champ. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work on the smaller guys. Let's try a higher level enemy. Let's go to Ling. Actually, no, I don't know if Langdell would be a good option. Does Ariza Side Tomb have any? I'm trying to think of good catacombs for this. Consecrate Snowfield might be a good one. All right, let's see if we can. Let's see if these guys will last. Oh, really? That's a bubble. That's a bubble. Oh my. Those are bubbles, chat. What are those doing there? Well, if you wanted to say that there's a close connection between space and water, this is definitely one way to get that across. I don't like how there's my missus right there, though, in the background. Interesting effect, right? Yeah, for sure. And we get bubble lore. Right. Oh, of course it had to go into his freaking face. Okay, we're gonna reset. We're gonna reset. I know we can do this better. We're gonna wait for him to come down, we do it, we pause then, and then we'll get our shots. And in fact, we're gonna slow down the game speed to 0.40, just so we can get a better pause option. Are the sparks producing the bubbles? Yeah, I think the sparks are either coming from the bubbles or producing the bubbles. That is fascinating. Yeah, they're producing the bubbles. Wow, impressive. I wonder if the particles will be bigger if you do on a fire golem. Now here's the question, how many do you need to affect a fire golem? That would be my problem, to be like, oh no. these go so fast, it's so hard to keep up and get a good shot of it before it goes away. Damn. Even at slower speed, it still is so fast that catching it at just the right angle is so difficult. In fact, I'm thinking of short... I'm gonna try to put it down to 0.2 speed. I hope that doesn't mess up the animation somehow like it does with cloth, but assuming it doesn't... Let's try to get ourselves at a good angle to catch it, right? No, but this is a really cool thing. Damn, I was just too slow. That might have been the perfect shot if I was just a little faster. Do you think Crystal Craftsman was from the Ool culture? The one who made the Crystallians? That I'm not so sure about. I could see it being an early astrologer who came down from the mountaintops. But I don't really have a strong position on this. They have the Claymen, who seem similarly to be artificial, and the Claymen use bubble sorceries. Except the Claymen aren't artificial. We know that they are, we know that they're the former priests of the society, so unless you're trying to argue that the priests themselves were artificially made. Pretty sure those were just humans who something terrible happened to them. DLC will come this February? I don't know. God, I hope not. Otherwise, my hiatus from Elden Ring is going to be extra short. Is it Glintstone Lightning? Maybe Bubble Lightning? Glintstone Lightning would be fair, because these are Glintstone blades, right? The thing is we know that Glintstone is strongly associated with water and star life and the ocean and the space and all that. Same thing. Again, it's much like Bloodborne, there's a huge space-water association. So I assume it's the same thing here. The major point of contention is how seriously we should take the effect. Like, are the bubbles related to bubble sorceries? Or is it completely unrelated? It's just, like, its own separate thing. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine, like, a prophecy angle that we see with, like, the bubble sorceries in this. I think the golems will take too many. Good to know. They could have been artificial and priests. We know at least one culture was already creating artificial people and hoping that at least one would be a lord. The Nox afterward, but, like, the thing is that from what we can tell, they're trying to create a lord, but I'm not sure about the, Yeah, there is an artificial nature when you go into the silver tiers and stuff, yeah. But those ultimately become true blue humans. I'm not sure if you could say the same about, like, oh, they're creating mud people to be their priests in the Ool culture. I don't know, I'd have to see a more developed theory on that before I could be convinced. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough with this one. blades are fading. Okay, we've got enough shots of this. Let's go to normal. There we go. No, not like this. Oh, right, I'm locked on, that's why. I was like, wait, why am I still facing this way? Oh, right. Okay, let's do the golems and then we're done. I'm out of here. What's a good option for golems? Altus. Super interesting though, yeah. The claimant might have not been as advanced as Silver Tears, or else they were once more finely crafted but began degrading compared to Albinor's literally fading away. So you'd think they'd be more like traditional golems, where they'd be made of mud and they might look like people, but they've degraded to look like what they are now. That sounds more like, yeah, that sounds more in line with what we see with the Silver Tears, sure. I can imagine that better. Again, I'd want to see a more developed theory on how that works, because I'll be honest, there's so much about the ancient dynasties that needs to be fleshed out. I'm kind of sad that there aren't more people that work on the ancient Civ and ancient dynasty lore. I feel like that would be the more important stuff, but everyone seems to just focus on either the Divine Towers or the more modern stuff. I'm gonna take this just because I like the lore of these guys in the rain. I said the lore, the scene of these guys. Oh no. These do produce bubbles, though. Okay. Okay. It's the same thing. Yeah, I don't like the Dectus getting in the way, so... I like everything about this except the angle. Alright, no, Dectus is distracting. It blends in with his stone form too much. Alright. Is it just weird? Does that look kind of green on the ends there? Golden tree looking mighty green on the edges. Maybe it's just the lighting. People know this guy guards the Dectus lift, they won't mind it. I do, though. It looks fugly. God, do I love good possible lore moment. Yeah, this is really good. This is a really good case, because it helps add to the points made about the ocean bubbles, glintstone connection. So that's really useful data. I'd love to see how far we could go with this, but again, I'd have to see a full breakdown on glintstone first. There's no other variants or something that this might... Actually, don't we have a sorcerer variant? Does that one get glintstone brainwashed at all? Or is it just the normal ones? I guess there's one way to find out. Sorcery. Sorcery. There we go. The thinner gold looks greenish. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It does look a little on the green side. Funnily enough, a green tinge to gold is sometimes a mark that shoddy or fake, which is further symbolism of God being pitiful. Yeah, that does sound interesting, assuming it's intentional. I could definitely see that. Godrick's got a lot of green that he wears too, so works out. Again, I assume these guys would be treated the same as the normal ones. They just use magic equipment, but just to be sure. Oh. Yeah, okay, so it works for both of them. And it has the same effect, right? Surprisingly, at ×5 speed, you can't see the bubbles. It goes too fast. Yeah, this guy's the exact same model, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, that covers it then, chat. Let's get out of here. I haven't seen someone use crystal darts on Super Gold. Can you kill enemies while they're under the effects of the darts? Because if so, that might be a good way to cheese that boss so I can Commodore him. Okay, you know what? How many of these things do I have? Enough. Especially if I craft. I can't craft crystal darts? Say it ain't so, chat. Say it ain't so. Oh. It's fine. No, you know what? I gotta save it for the Let's Play. I shouldn't do this on one of these off episodes. I should try doing that to kill the guy during the Let's Play. I think it would be cheap if I did it off screen. You know, quote unquote. This is the only rune bear in, No, we also have the one in the cave, don't we? Is he the same type, or is he, I can't remember the specifics with rune bears in Caelid. Yeah, no, this is normal looking rune bear. So Wild Boy only exists out in the Caelid wilds, fittingly enough. Yeah, Bull Goat's Talisman. Yeah, try it off. We do see some goats and stuff in Caelid in general, but yeah, it'd have to be specifically with the character mentioned in the description, I would think. Alright. Nomadic merchant north of the Lyrian Lakeside sighted Gray sells the cookbook that makes crystal darts. Perfect. Let's grab that then. That I don't think you guys will mind me buying off screen. And then we can craft more if need be when we go fight the dude. I've got myself lost! Get out of here. Out. Yes. Alright. I think I might have killed. Wait, is it Lyrian Lakeside? Yeah, Lyrian Lake. No, this is shore. Unless that's what you meant. Whatever, he's probably a round table hold. I'll do it some other time. Alright. Is there anything I want to grab last minute? We've got the finger boys. Are there any more finger boys I should worry about? We have, Langdell, Karya Manor. I'm not doing the ones in Gelmir for now. There's ones in the Hero Grave in Gelmir, I think. Yeah, Karya Manor. Yeah, I think we got them all with the study hall. I don't think we're missing any. Lakeshore. Okay, yeah, thank you for clarifying. Yeah, the guy at the campfire. Yeah, he's already dead. Well, would it be a Loki stream if I did fall to my death in hilarious fashion? The 2 gargantuan ones? Oh, you're right! At the mountaintops! Yes, yes! Thank you, Xavier. That was actually very important to remind me. Thank you so much. Those are, in fact, lore relevant. There's none, like, over here or anywhere, right? Yeah, okay, so let's just put on... Yeah, they don't have the rings or anything either. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, we lock you into place. We do higher LODs. We change the lighting so that way it's more complementary to you. Beautiful. You know what? I want to get a shot of that thing about to fall on the giant crow, just for the sense of scale. I want to actually get that. Damn. It's a good idea, I just need to be faster. Yeah, 0.63. That should be enough. I should be able to get this very close to the frame. Moments before disaster. I like how he doesn't even have, like, his shadow isn't even, like, on top of the thing directly, yet it's still so freaking hilarious. This is actually the perfect shot, by the way, the angle that I want. God, I love it. Oh, God, it's perfect. Moments before disaster, sponsored by Loki. Listen, I'm just a walking calamity, clearly. To myself and to others. This poor crow. No crows were harmed in the making of this screenshot. It looks like a crow chick. Yeah, compared to that hand for sure. Right. Alright, that's enough for these. Let's look at some of the others now. Yeah, I think this will work. Good. Very good. I can't remember, do the small hands have the... No, they don't, because we saw them at Karia Manor. I remember that distinctly. Yeah, so they don't have the rings. It's mostly just the big hands, so... I think there is a big hand with the rings, though, somewhere here, so let me look for it. That does need to get put on record. Am I crazy? It is around here, right? Got our doggy. Yeah, there you are. Oh, ooh, this is better. This is so much better. Because, yeah, we're going to be changing... I don't care much about the shadows. We're going to be changing the lighting anyway, so... Yeah, there we go. Oh! That's not what I wanted. Hit the wrong button. It's fine, I'll fix it. Okay, so... I think something like this should do. Alright, so we're gonna lock that into place, play with the lighting. The poor crow, he deserved a happy ending. No, he didn't. What a weird animation. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't recall a grave that seems specifically for the Golden Order, but lacked the Marika flower, but the half-circle's petals. If the fire giant is still alive on a character, you could photograph his hands to compare them to this too. If all of these were made from dead fire giants, I don't think there'd be a point for comparison. But yeah, you know what? Actually, you know what? Just for the sake of having it for... Yeah, you know what? Might as well, right? Just to have it. Yeah, I think that's fair. Just to have it. Yep, that's good. Okay, so none of these have the rings. I thought one of them did, but maybe I'm misremembering. Let's see. Do we have any good shots of hands here? I don't think so. I don't know if these models have anything like that. I mean, I guess you could argue some of them are missing their arms, but I don't know if that's actually relevant or if that's just due to how they work with the models. So obviously some of them clearly do. And these are like artificially made. They're not like, you know, just severed simply the severed hands, right? We go there. Yeah, these are too, like, destroyed to really make a good comparison, but I think we still have Fire Giant alive in this playthrough, so let's go over to him real quick and just take a quick shot of his close-up of his hands, because I don't think I have that in my notes. I don't have that documented, so let's do that real quick. We don't want your fucked up hand, buddy. Might not be good to get this, though. Yeah, honestly, I think I might want to wait until I fight this guy proper, and then I can get, like, a good comparison shot. Because otherwise I'm just getting shots like this, and I don't think this is very useful with his hand gripped around the thing. I don't want to trigger the fight quite yet. Oh! Apparently there's two different size corpse models, a big one and a small one. Yeah, but I think the arm models themselves are the same, so I don't think it'll change much. The problem is that it's so deteriorated and covered in snow and crap that you can't really get a really good, like, image for comparison. It'd be like, hey, look at this big broken hand missing, like, most of its fingers and half buried, and, like, it's just not a good example here, see? It'd be like, what am I comparing, then? What am I trying to argue? I'm just falling a lot today. Troll ants might help too. Not the furry ones, at least. If you hit a giant corpse, does blood come off? No. It's treated as rock. Solid rock. See? Either bounces off or it hits through. Depends on the angle, it seems like. Hitbox can be a little finicky. Yeah, hitbox can be a little finicky. Yeah, same as how it treats trees. You're just providing proof that the giants did in fact have hands. Yeah, you never know. People may be doubtful. They're like, I don't know, guys. Sure, they may be giant, but do they have hands? Sources may disagree. Not thought so. Not one splatter of red in there. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are one big, solid icicle. Yeah, warming stone, naturally. Naturally. And some fan daggers. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the shots of all those poor sinners just trying to do their job flame watching. Curious that they might have been petrified like dragons, but it could just be too much ice. Yeah, I think the ice thing is the important bit. Also, I'm not sure if a model like this, they would bother programming it to bleed. Like, you can tell from, like, a glance, it definitely looks very, you know, rock solid. Alright. So I got the fingers, I checked the golems, I got the shots I needed for the Lenarian Wars, I have the shots I need for the Fringe Folk Rebellion. I have shots for Crucible's End, I think. Is there anything, like, I'm particularly missing there? Third Church America, the Minor Erdtree Church, shots of, Mistwood Ruins and the Erdtrees and stuff. Hey, Loki, what would be your guess for the area with the most Arteria leaves? Probably Liurnia, because there's so much space of Liurnia that there's a higher chance they would put Arteria leaves either on corpses or out in the open world. That would be my guess. Just because it covers the most ground. Yeah, that would be my guess. Would be Liurnia. I don't know if someone's actually counted. Godspeed if you have, brother. Because if you went through and counted every Arteria leaf in the game, oh boy, that must have been a challenge. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Woo! Why do I keep doing this today? That's fair, yeah. Yeah, I think they're just randomly placed. I don't think there's a specific pattern or area where we could expect more of them outside of surface area of landmass and the lands between. That would be the only relevant factor, I would assume, would decide where an Arteria leaf is placed. But who knows? Maybe the devs were like, oh, let's put more of them in Limgrave or some shit. Because, you know, Godric and his forces are there, and they love Crucible shit, so... That might be the case. There's nothing else here we need. Nothing from this tower that I specifically care about. How about the minor Erdtree across from this tower? Is there anything I want? No, we have the graveyard stuff here, but I already have shots of that for Giant War, so that's fine. We know that the Erdtree avatar will spawn. Look at that. The larger species survive. Actually, interesting how the larger species grow here. But now the tree is dead. Also, it looks a little hollow on the center. I was thinking Caleb, but that's just because they're both red. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, I'm running out of excuses to keep the stream going. I've got, like, most of the stuff that I would want to get today, and then some, so... Anything last minute that I could really, really want to include? We got the fingers for America studies. We have the churches. We have the flower stuff if we want. We have the stuff for Liurnian War right after. We have the village in the Forest Dwellers. We have the Erdtree Guardians. We have the avatars. We have the phantom trees. I saw one thing that could be quick to check. Lay it on me, Night Scout. I'm waiting for the reason why the mountain Erdtrees have a different model. Do they? I've never noticed that, actually. Do they have a different model from the standard one? The only thing I could think of that would be different is they don't have, like, the leaves and stuff on them, right? Like, they don't have all that extra vines crap that covers them. That's the only thing that stands out to me in my mind. Let's see, where are they? You got the dead one here. You have the other one down here, which I haven't been to as my character here. I noticed an artistic design of the exterior Malekith's boss room that shows up a lot flanking the bridge connecting Lake Town to Raya Lucaria. Which Lake Town? As in the Gate Town or Lascar? Let's look at oh, I can't do it on this guy. Okay, let's switch over then to Sorcerer and check that real quick. Okay, yeah. We'll do it on this character. And then we're done! Here, right? Yeah. Gate Town, okay. Let's see, artistic design. You mean this one here? I mean, I look at this immediately like, yeah, that does remind me of the Gothic stuff you see in Liurnian architecture. could be a reused asset there. Well, that's not useful. That's not very helpful. It's like a flat hollow plus sign. Yeah, this. Right? Yeah, certainly appears frequently enough. I think it's enough shots of this, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do recall something at least similar showing up in the area, but let's confirm it with our own eyes, shall we? Oh. I still have these equipped! My gut reaction was use the telescope. You know what? No, don't bother. I'll get used to it. Yeah, these are the same things we see elsewhere in the area. They're not that important. Again, I don't want to accidentally go in here and ruin my first cutscene for the Let's Play, so... Anything else I missed last time in here that I want to get a shot of? This seems abstract and random enough, it could be reused somewhere else, so... It's so weird seeing these things properly lit. It's the weirdest darn thing. Like, look at this clusterfuck. Yeah. There we go. There's no Boss Fog here. Boss Fog? Never heard of her. Man, sucks to be those guys, huh? That's not a burial you were expecting. That's one way to disturb someone's eternal rest. I love how none of this is loading until I go inside the arena. Ah, yes! The return of the magically always lit candles. Clearly, Yurok decided he wanted to make sure we had some good candle lighting for this boss battle. Some of these designs flanking the doorway to Malekith remind me of a grave flower. I mean, like this small design here. That. That flame in the background is having an aneurysm. Yeah, I can't. It's because of the tornado. Yeah, it's just gonna look weird because of the tornado effect. I just gotta accept it. In case I want to edit that in post. We have tornadoes. I keep doing this. Why do I keep doing this? I don't have. I have the free cam. Just use the free cam, you idiot. Yeah, we have our typical setup here. Got ourselves some storm hawks. expect to be taking Farm Azula shots today. Such is life. I think we can get better shots of the flower thing elsewhere, right? Yeah, there are tons of other places that would have this. Again, the red flowering. You know what? This isn't a Farm Azula thing. This would take me an entire stream, so we're just gonna go and do the gate jump stuff and be done with it. Again, this is supposed to be quick, quote unquote. Oh, while you're up here, the pillars holding up the bird roost have a headless beast head pillar design. Well, too late, Night Sky. We'll do this next time. We'll do this next time. I've done enough of this. All right. I don't know if it's the exact same model, but it's like similar design thing. There you go. I keep doing this. I'm gonna waste all these before I can go buy that cookbook. Yeah, you know what? I should do this. It's just my muscle memory is my muscle memory, so... I'll just re-equip it when I need to. Apparently the small flowers don't take too kindly to petrification. That they do not. How does that kill me? Alright, chat, we're gonna end things here. Thanks so much for adding to the conversation while I go through this. Help make things a lot more enjoyable. Yeah, it's a very, very similar model. Might just be slightly thinner to fit the thinner tiles. Yeah, I think it's a... Yeah, I definitely don't think it's the exact same model, but yeah, it's definitely something they probably ripped from the same assets to create, for sure. At least the same texturing, maybe. But yeah, so that's gonna be everything right now, guys. Again, love all of ya. Gotta go, though. Gotta, you know, have a life. So, until next time. Again, tomorrow's Monday, right? You know what? I'm gonna keep it as a surprise what Monday's gonna be. But yeah, Tuesday's gonna be Honkai. And then I don't know what the rest of the week's gonna look like, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to squeeze in a lot of stuff. But until then, later.